Fond evening to you, fellow dice jockeys, and welcome to episode 21 of Holy Rollerz, a 4th edition D&D clerical campaign where each of the characters can channel divinity, and the wisest party member is the one who spent the least amount of time in civilization. So ponder that. It's deep. Anyway, so we have several things to celebrate with you tonight before we go ahead and get started. Don't know who might be joining us live tonight, but if anybody is joining us live, we say welcome, welcome. We have a couple of very fun announcements for you. So first things first, we would like to welcome the newest cast member officially to Holy Rollerz. Benjamin Combs is going to be joining us full-time for season 1. So give him the round of applause, everyone, and welcome, Ben. We are excited to have you for the rest of season 1, which could be 15 more episodes, the way things are going with everything that needs to be wrapped up in Winter Run and whatnot. So,
woot. Thanks for having me, guys.
Welcome to the journey. And we have a present for Ben. I actually texted it to him. We give these things out. As a Dungeon Master, I give these things out to my groups on their birthday. It is a gift of life charm. And what it is, basically, is it's a lucky break from the universe. It means that Ben can trade this bad boy in for an auto hit attack, an auto save from an effect, an auto enemy miss if he doesn't want to be hit, an auto enemy save miss, meaning they automatically fail their save, or an extra action point. So use it wisely, Ben. Maybe use it to save your life. I don't know. Or use it if you're feeling particularly vindictive. Unfortunately, JT will not be joining us tonight. He had other plans tonight, so he is off gallivanting. And we wish him happy endeavors and frolicking and all of the good stuff. So you're going to need that card, Ben, because you guys are down one vampire cleric. So in any case, so there's that. We have another really cool announcement, too. It is our wonderful pleasure to be able to announce that we will be doing our next episode of Holy Rollerz on Monday night of this coming week, which, if I can bring up the calendar really quickly, is going to be March 18th. So the next episode of Holy Rollerz is going to be March 18th, and we will be joined by none other than Scarlet Moth, who is the fantastic cosplayer and also a wonderful D&D streamer on Encounter Roleplay and other stations for D&D on Twitch, or Twitch channels, not stations, whatever, Twitch fan lengths things. So we're really excited that Scarlet Moth is going to be joining us on Monday. We're going to be planning together this weekend on what her appearance looks like, but it should be great fun. And so we are looking forward to that. So Scarlet, we are excited to have you. And friends of Scarlet, we hope you tune in to watch her magnificence. It'll be great. So it'll be nice to have some feminine all up here in this band of brothers too. So that will be good. On your best behavior, gentlemen, unless your characters are like Gizik, and they can't be. So your best behavior if you're Gizik is probably a little bit different, but that's okay. So,
maybe I'll comb my hair on Monday.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, something.
Me too.
Yeah, you too. Definitely. So, also, remember, we are only 7 subscribers away from our very first giveaway. One of these beautiful dice vaults by John Gaiton from JVG Garage Crafts. John is going to send one of those to us, and he will custom make it for it. It doesn't have to have Holy Rollerz on it. It could have a moose on it. I think John can do moose. Yeah, John can do that. So we're only 7 subscribers away. So if you have not subscribed yet to the Sage of Sorcery Productions YouTube channel, please do so and encourage your friends to do so that we have the chance to give away one of these beautiful dice vaults. We're very excited about that. So there we go. Moving on. So that I believe is all that we have to announce. We can go ahead and jump into a little bit of lore. So the meridian of history on Eenia is the Shattering Era, the time 500 years ago when the Forgotten Gods or forces abandoned the world and natural law began to unravel. When the Tarsirian Council reached across the Astral Sea to contact the Outer Gods, they sent one of their number, the Mage Lord Apollodon, across planar reality to another world governed by the Outer Gods. This drew the attention of the Outer Gods, who came to the aid of Eenia. Unfortunately, given the instability of magic at the time, the only way for Apollodon to cross the planes was to exchange places with another planar entity. No one knows what came back in place of Apollodon, but its effect was devastating. The planar creature represented a very wrongness in existence, and wherever it roamed, the entity created ripples in reality. These ripples in reality utterly destroyed the Tarsirian Empire and its cities, and shattered the elven kingdoms of the Middlewood. The entity was finally trapped and bound by the Hestrian Order, a coven of Middlewood witches who followed the archwitch Hestress, another member of the Tarsirian Council. The surviving descendants of the Tarsirian Empire formed the city of New Tarsa, which is where our intrepid dragonborn Morokhan comes from. New Tarsa is a meritocracy whose driving ambition is to recapture the glory of the empire they destroyed to save the world. So there you go. There's a little bit of background. And now for a brief recap. Last time on Holy Rollerz, the clerics conspired with the wizardess Lysinopril to stage an attack on the estate of Robelair Machant, a wealthy teamster who turned his home into a haven for redcaps. While Lysinopril started an illusory fire in order to distract the faith of man, the clerics elicited the aid of Madame Dimitri, owner of the Rose Garden Tavern, in spreading word of the Redcaps' den and the clerics' intention to wipe it out. When Lysinopril set off a series of fireworks, Lachlan called to the crowd to witness their approach. The front door to the Machant estate opened to reveal a well-dressed young man who shouted at the clerics to leave and that they had no authority to enter his home. As the clerics entered the grounds, Morokhan used a vision of the future to stop Lachlan from walking into a trap. Multiple redcaps came swarming out of the overgrown estate grounds, and the clerics set about taking them apart. Distressed by the cleric's prowess and threats, the young fop bellowed for his butler, an enormous club-wielding behemoth who is currently gunning for Anduriel. In the background, the crowd seems to take heart at seeing the redcaps being taken down. And, my gentlemen, you are all left with the impression that some of the crowd are on the verge of charging the battlefield. So, therefore, I will let you know as we begin this encounter, ladies and gentlemen, that you could spend part of your action, one of your minor actions, stirring the crowd. You could try any skill you would like, social skill. You could try intimidate or diplomacy or bluff. Some of them have higher DCs than others. So it is entirely up to you what you would like to try in order to stir the crowd to help in your advantage. Now, I would suggest that you take advantage and avail yourselves of this structure, given that your vampire cleric is absent tonight. So, we begin at the very tippy-tip top of combat. And ladies and gentlemen, it is the turn of the enormous club-wielding behemoth and the fop in the doorway. So, this club-wielding behemoth, whose name is, I believe, Magarin, is what the fop shouted out. He takes one look at Anduriel, and he goes charging towards the vampire cleric. And his footsteps just make this big thud sound on the pavement as he goes running by, and he takes this enormous club that's embedded with nails. Anduriel looks right and he looks left, and the club just swings, and he tries to scuttle out of the way or try some acrobatic maneuver, but halfway through his flip, the obviously enormous, possibly giant-blooded Magarin nails Anduriel right in the chest and sends him spinning back into the garden wall. And he lands there with a mighty thud. And then the giant proceeds to run along with him, and he sees Anduriel on the floor, and he looks at him and he goes, "Ho, ho, ho, aren't you a pretty one?" And he reaches down to touch him in a way that makes the rest of you really uncomfortable. So anyway, that's going on the left side over there on square 3H is where Anduriel is. And the giant behemoth is on square 4H.
I feel dirty. I don't know if I want to be a part of this.
Well, you can stop it right now. There's not... Okay, moving on. So, there he is. And now it would be the fop's turn. And what does he want to do with the three of you?
Can I just say I love the term fop?
He's a fop. Well, he's well dressed. He's fairly young, but he's pretty well dressed. And I'll tell you what he's going to do is he produces from behind his cloak, from his belt, he produces a little hand crossbow. And he looks like he's going to fire that. Unfortunately, Gizik and Morokhan, Lachlan, are kind of behind people. They have a bit of cover. So he is going for you. Good friend, Lachlan. What would your AC be?
18.
Your AC would be 18. That's lovely. All right, so here we go. AC 18. All right, Lachlan, he picks up, he laughs as Anduriel just gets slammed into the wall and looks over at you, Lachlan, and says, I told you to get off our property. And he fires the hand crossbow at you.
Does he hold it sideways?
I know. He says, I told you to get off the property.
It's a kill shot.
He fires it straight forward, but unfortunately for him, he only rolls a 3. So Lachlan, you're not even sure he's aiming at you as he fires it, and it thuds into the tree. And he's like,
pardon me while I reload.
He looks like, I could hit you if I want to. That was a warning shot. And then he just kind of stands there and heads into the doorway, and that is their turn. It is not the Red Cap's turn yet. It is now Gizik's turn.
Okay, if I recall, this Red Cap right next to me has a penalty to AC from being bewitched.
You would be correct, my friend.
Okay. In that case, I want to look over at the Just Blades and say, do you see what's happening here? These people...
Just Blades haven't arrived yet.
Oh, they haven't arrived yet? Okay, I'll look over at the town people then.
Okay.
I'll be my charming self.
Anyway.
Like,
Okay.
do you see what's going on here? These people are working with the Red Caps. They're harboring the Red Caps. They need to be stopped.
All right. You want to make a diplomacy check?
How about if we use suggestion and do my diplomacy check with Arcana?
All
Good
righty, my
on
friend.
you.
Very, very nice.
17.
Okay. That is more than enough to kind of spur the crowd into action. So here's what happens.
Yes, I've riled up the mob.
You people are looking at each other, and there's kind of this buzz going on, and somebody starts pushing forward from the crowd. I will tell you what happens on the end of your turn, but go ahead and take the rest of your turn.
Well, hopefully it's different than my usual experience, so they're not coming after me.
Why wouldn't I be a mean DM if I did that? Then you see pitchforks and torches. That's not...
Well, then I'm going to attack this Red Cap. I have him marked with the number 3, just right south of me.
Yep.
I'm going to attack him with Hag's Hunger.
All right. He's pretty beat down. He looks like he couldn't take too much more.
Okay, so that should be a 21 and a 23 on the attack rolls.
That is a hit. You hit with both attacks. Yay.
Oh, yeah.
Hit someone besides Morokhan with both
I am
attacks.
so happy about this.
Let's
It's good
see.
for you.
I have to remember charisma or strength extra damage on that, so it'll be plus 3, 2d8 plus 13. $19 damage.
Okay. Gizik, you tear him to shreds. Tell us what it looks like. What do you do to...
I reach in with one hand and kind of grab him around the throat, and with the claw with the other hand just like stab it right through, right where my hand, right next to my hand, and then just pop his head off.
Oh.
And then drop the pieces.
Okay.
Spike the pieces like I'm in the end zone.
All right. So,
do a little dance.
boom. All right, Gizik, you do this, and they're horrified. Everyone's like, oh! Like, mothers, like, clutch their children, and they're like, but also in the back, you hear a few people are like, Ben, you were going to say something?
I think Shrek has given the mob second guesses now.
Okay, yeah. I guess we can call this Shrek redefined. Okay.
Right.
You know, at least these redcaps have been terrorizing the town. I don't think they're too offended by some of them dying.
No, I don't think it's bothering them. And in fact, I will tell you what happens because you were successful on your diplomacy check. So, pushing her way through the crowd is this enormous older woman. She looks like maybe she's in her early 40s, and she is a whole lot of woman, okay? She has a big, thick, stout dress on, and she's got big, thick legs, too, like she's doing squats or something like that. And she comes forward, and she grabs a broom, and she picks up her broom like it's a staff, and she pushes, and you look down, and you see there are a bunch of children around her. So she hands off one of her children to the other children and goes, go to the back. And she goes, ah! And she goes charging in with the broom and moves in to attack the other red cap that is on the other side of Moroccan. So,
all right, so where does Hubbard go to?
Mother Hubbard. Okay, Mother Hubbard. She is going to move into the square next to the other red cap. So 17C is where she's going to move into. Okay. Now, I will tell you what this does. She won't actually have attacks on her turn. What she will do is if you are adjacent to her and you hit, if you are adjacent to an enemy and you are like within 1 square of her and you hit, you get to add 4 to your damage. So her broom wax will add 4 to the damage of any attack. And she is not the only person in the audience who's waiting. She comes forward and she goes, well, let's see how you try mama on for size. Whack! And the red cap's like, and she comes in with this big old broom and a whole lot of attitude and shouting horrible things, like telling me he's naughty, and if he were one of her children, he never would have turned out like this, and yeah, Mother Hubbard, she goes after. So very nice.
Is that bonus for everybody or just me?
That bonus is for whoever happens to be adjacent to the dude attacking.
So me.
So you have to be adjacent to her to get the bonus, and you both have to be attacking the same person. So now I will also tell you one more thing. Because she is not necessarily what you would call a professional warrior, she's a warrior of the home, which is good enough. Okay. Because of that, if you don't want her to get taken out pretty quickly, you're going to need to spend a move action working in collaboration with her. So if you spend a move action working with her to take down your enemies, she gets to use your defenses. If you are not able to, unfortunately, she has defenses 12 on each one of hers. So, which is being very generous. That's assuming that she's got some padding that they would have a hard time getting through. So in any case, and she's just the first one. So that would be your turn and her turn. All right, Mr. Lachlan, it is your turn, my friend.
All right, so where is the fop?
The fop is on square J16 in front of the door.
You want to inspire the crowd first. Let's get more of them in here.
Maybe we could pin him to the door.
I don't. He doesn't have to play into Bard stereotypes. Okay, if he doesn't want to use social skills during the encounter, he is not required to do so.
He's an antisocial bard.
I think if he wants to get jealous that Gizik is using social, fine. Why don't you just let Gizik use all the social skills? That's
well, I'm using magic to fake the social skills, but still.
That's true.
Okay. Lachlan turns to the crowd.
That's what Lachlan does too.
And he raises his sword up and says,
by the power of
citizens, arrest this treasonous villain! And then he yells charge, and he goes charging for the fop.
Okay, are you making a diplomacy check, my friend?
Oh, yes.
Go for it.
Oh, natural 20. Look at that, baby.
Oh, beautiful. Okay. All right. In that case, because you rolled a natural 20, Lachlan, I will give you a choice between the stocky teenage boy with the branch or the older bearded man with the shovel.
Shovel man.
All right. All right, very good. Continue your turn, and at the end of your turn, I will tell you what the bearded old man with the shovel does for you.
Let's go, beard face.
I know who
All
I'm
right.
thinking of.
So who's on B15? Is somebody on B15?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, that would be you, Lachlan.
Oh, sorry, not B15, G15.
G15? That was the giant, but now the giant is in square 4H over next to Anduriel.
Okay.
Well,
I'm
next to
going
that,
to,
Dory.
I'm gonna charge this fop. What's his AC?
The fop's AC. His AC is 20, my friend.
Oof, that's a tough spot.
Yeah, he apparently is able to defend himself.
I rolled an 11, and with charging, I have a +1, so that's a hit. That's 22.
Okay.
Where are you at? What square are you on now?
I'm gonna be on I-16.
Okay.
So he's gonna take 13 points of radiant damage, and I'm gonna use Mocking Smite. It's a free action when I hit.
Okay, Lachlan, you are 7 squares away.
I can shift and then charge though, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'll do. Yeah, shift, charge.
Okay.
But Mocking Smite, so it's 13 points of radiant damage, and then Mocking Smite adds another 5 psychic and radiant.
Ooh.
And I am invisible to him until the end of my next turn. So,
All right, what does that look like?
so he charges it. This is a Mocking Smite is actually a paladin power. I know it seems very, very Fey-like, but he does, he worships. So it's all sparkles. So he charges in, and his sword is like pulsing with radiant damage, and he smacks this guy with radiance, and then just kind of like lunges forward, like ugh, like come on, man, like just a mocking thing. But it's really flamboyant, and it's like sparks just fly in his face, and he's looking around wondering where'd he go.
Okay, did you just body check him after you
did. I body checked him with sparkles.
Okay, all right, wow. Okay, this is absolutely fabulous. All right, so you body check him with sparkles, and he goes, ow! And he yells back, and he's like, he looks at his body, and then he looks up and he goes, Daddy! He hurt me!
Oh, yuck.
Yeah. Father! He's attacking me! And that's pretty much...
Who's your daddy?
Yeah. You're gonna find out. Okay. Alrighty, so that would be the Lachlan's turn. All right, Lachlan, so here's what happens at the end of your turn. Lachlan, you picked the bearded old man, right?
Yeah.
So he comes moving through the crowd, and this happens, almost within seconds of the mother with the broom come charging in. The old man with the shovel comes charging right behind her, but he runs past her, and he moves into square I-15. And he comes in with his shovel, and on the way, he dips up a scoop of dirt, and he throws it in the kid's eyes. And the kid goes, ah! And he looks like he's going to start crying.
Father, I'm dirty now.
How old is this guy?
He looks like maybe 17, somewhere around there. Got a really nice sword. He's got some pretty nice chainmail armor on. It's really stylish, though. It's not covering everything it should. And he has this just absolutely wonderfully stylish grape-colored hat that he's wearing. It's like that pumpernickel, kind of like round hat from like the Victorian era. And he looks wonderful, but now he's like, I can't see, Daddy!
Now he's covered in dirt and gravel.
Yeah. Anyway, the resulting action of having the bearded old man with you is that if you hit on your turn, he causes them to grant greater concealment with a -4 to attacks. So while you are working in concert with the old man, he will take 4 off of the attacks of anyone that you are both adjacent to fighting, as he shovels dirt in their face. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have been joined by the shoveler. It's happened. So,
I was kind of hoping for salt, but
yeah, no, he doesn't carry salt with him, but there's plenty of dirt all over the place. So that would be Lachlan's turn. All right, Morokhan, my friend, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
All right. Well, I am going to diplomacy check so I can inspire the mob a little farther. And so 12, so 19.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to look to the crowd, and I will tell them, Amina has guided your path here. Take these red caps down. And now I will turn to this final red cap here, and I am going to, what is his reflex?
Mr. Redcap's reflex is... It's a good reflex, too. His reflex is 15.
15? All right. Yeah. Well, let's do this then. Oh, ho, ho. A natural 20.
Oh, look at that. All right, roll to confirm the crit, my friend. Well, first of all, what power are you using or attack?
Oh, sorry, 5 storms.
All right, 5 storms. All right, roll to confirm. You have to hit him again.
Oof. Well, that wasn't very good, but 4, so 9 with my attack bonus.
So ner.
Right.
Unfortunately, no critical roll.
But it's still a hit, though, yes?
It is. It's a good, solid, beautiful hit.
Okay, let's do this then. 1d8, and I am using Stone Fist as well.
You're using Stone Fist? Okay.
All right, so 5 plus 5 and 15.
Okay. Morokhan, you take him apart. What does it look like?
Oh, yeah. So I'm going to... So I turn to the crowd, and I inspire them with my wonderful, my prophetic dragony ways.
Okay.
And I turn, and I will be like this, and I will pivot and turn just with one solid uppercut.
Okay.
Turning around to swat this guy straight in the jaw.
Which is probably really disturbing given the fact that you're enormous and he's about 3.5 feet tall, like a halfling-sized little goblin creature looking. So you're like Sagat or Sagat from Street. You know how his uppercut goes all the way to the floor in Street Fighter 2? That's you. So you club this red cap, and his head goes halfway off his body, and I mean, just everywhere. And people are like, ugh! But there's cheering, there's shouting, and that's when the stocky teenage boy comes running forward. Okay, so he shortly on the heels of the older bearded man, the stocky teenage boy comes running forward. He goes, "This is our time!" and comes running forward. He's covered in acne. He's got a Def Leppard shirt on. And he picks up a wooden branch on the way. And the benefit that you get with him, he's a big boy. He looks like he looks like he's eating his Wheaties and probably somebody else's Wheaties too. And if you hit, he knocks your enemy down while you are adjacent to him.
Ooh, makes him prone?
Yes. So,
nice.
Morokhan, he goes up next to you in square 15B, and he goes, "Come on, let's get him!" Because now there's not really anybody left to get that poor kid and the giant-looking fellow.
Do I have a minor action?
You do. Well, you used your minor action to mince the crowd. You have a move.
Oh, okay.
You do have a move, though. You can do anything with a minor that you can do with a move action.
Okay. Well, I will. I'm gonna pat Mother Hubbard and that big stocky teenage boy on the shoulders,
Okay.
giving him words of encouragement, and then I will move toward the that final red cap off to the
Okay.
left there.
Okay. You're moving in difficult terrain, Morocon, so
Right. So I need 2 moves to get out of it. So
as far as you can get is 12B, my friend. Unless you would like to jump.
okay. I kind of need. No, I'm gonna. You know what? Yeah, I'll jump.
Okay,
I'll
make
go
an
ahead.
athletics check, my friend, and we divide by. Is it 5, Rye, that we divide by? You're deaf, right? Or not? You're deaf. You're muted.
You're muted.
What?
man.
You're deaf. You can't hear me.
It's divided by 5 if you have a running start of at least 2 squares.
He can get a running start of 2 squares. So
Oh, yeah.
Morocon, make an athletics check and divide by 5. What'd you get?
19 plus my athletic skill is a dirty 20.
Okay, that's more than enough for you to
Oh.
jump. That's more than enough for you to jump those few squares. So you
Okay.
can land right next to him in 11B.
That is where I am going to be.
Okay. And the stocky teenage boy follows you into
Is he-
square 11C.
Okay. Does he make an athletics check as well? I want to know what that looks like.
No, he just goes charging through the undergrowth. He trips and falls a couple times, but no.
He doesn't have a shovel to clear things out of the way for him.
He doesn't, and he's carrying a big branch too. So he trips and falls, but gets up, but he moves with you. So
Okay.
that's the stocky teenage boy. Okay. And now, Morocon, is that the end of your turn, my friend?
I believe so.
Unless you're using your action point, that's the end of your turn. So, all right, and now things begin to get a little sticky wicket. Okay? Both of the windows are broken outwards, and red caps appear in the 2 estate windows. You have red cap number 5 and 6 in square 08 and 09 window, and you have 2 red caps appear number 7 and 8 in squares 19-0 and 20-0. Somebody shatters the window and they lean out. These do not look like goblinoid or fey, rather, red caps. They don't look like they've gone through any transformation. What they do look like is bandits. So they have those little red cap on, little red caps, like actual, those little hooded caps. And they have bandanas around their faces to kind of conceal their identity. And they have red cloaks on. And they have crossbows in their hand. And they're okay corral style, break the window and firing bam, bam, at you guys. So, Lachlan, guess what?
Did you say bang bang?
I did.
What
Bang,
kind
bang.
of crossbows are these?
Well, they're rocket powered, and if you say anything more, they're going to do more damage. Okay, so how about,
They look amazing.
yeah, I love these guys. All right, Lachlan. Unfortunately, 2 of them are going to fire at you. What, Lachlan, would be your AC, my friend?
18.
18. All right. So both of these gentlemen, Lachlan, are going to use their tricky shot on you. What is 18? They need 10s to hit you, okay? Oh, you lucky little moose. So a natural 1 and an 18. So you only get hit by 1 of these, which is good because if you remember their tricky shot ability, it hurts really bad.
Yeah.
Ooh, Lachlan, you take 25 points of weapon and fire damage.
Ooh.
And you are immobilized, and one of your limbs is pinned to your leg.
So the beard-faced guy, does he like deflect that one that misses with his shovel? Like ping.
The beard-faced guy, he can if you'd like him to, but he only really throws dirt in the face of people he's adjacent to. So if you want to go up, he can throw dirt in the face of those red caps. But anyway, Lachlan, this thing sticks into you. It's an encounter power, so there is that. No, it's an at will. So they anyway, he aims up his shot really carefully, fires at you, goes right through your arm and pins one of your hands to your side, so you are one-handed, my friend, until you save. And you are immobilized, and it hurts a lot. And that is what he does. Okay, Gizik, my friend, Red Caps 5 and 6 are looking at you. Morokan, unfortunately, is now partially behind the tree, so they are going to be firing at you. Gizik, what is your AC, my friend?
17.
17. All right, they need excuse me. They need 9s to hit you. Okay. Ew, Gizik, this is gonna hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot. Okay, all right, that could have been a lot worse. Okay, 7, 8, 9, 17.
It's a good
Gizik,
thing we have those healing surges.
you take 33 points of damage as 2 of these things pin both of your arms to your sides. So you are without the use of your arms until you save, my friend.
Okay.
Which could complicate things.
Yeah.
I mean, for a normal person, it could complicate things.
And then
I'm sure
after I save, I'll still be unconscious.
That's okay, because there is a party full of healers here, and Duria will... Oh, never mind. Hey, don't be afraid, dude. You got a shoveler and a teenage boy and an old mother who's ready to rage. So, okay. And that would be all of the Red Caps' turn. They have all used their tricky shot now and cannot do it again.
Oh, good.
Okay. Gizik, what are you down to?
-4.
You're at -4?
Yeah,
Okay,
I was full before I got hit this turn.
Yeah, that's a bad place to be. Okay, on the plus side, they can't do it again. So that would be the Red Caps' turn. Up at the top, Gizik, it is your turn, my friend. All right, by the way, the mother who is standing next to you watches you go down with your arms pinned to your sides, and she goes, "Ah! Ah!" and she starts screaming, and she picks up her broom and just charges at both of those Red Caps in the window. It could be a suicidal charge. We'll find out. But all right, Gizik, you need to make a death save, my friend.
7.
Okay,
so that's 1 fail.
1 fail. 2 more. All right. I don't think you're gonna have to wait that long. So that we Gizik. Lachlan, it's your turn.
I got to save against the pinning too,
yes.
right?
Yes, save against the pinning.
14.
Okay. Well, one of the arrows is. I mean, I don't know what that looks like. Scalpel.
Can he make his save when he's -4 health?
Yeah. Well, yeah, he still gets a save. Well, sometimes the interpretation of the rules is creative. Maybe the old mother pulls the crossbows out before she runs.
I'll save you, my boy.
Yeah.
Save me, mama.
Okay, you got
do you have to
save
roll save on both of them?
Yep.
All right, the second one's a 9 then. We've got a question in the chat. How do you unpin yourself if you're unconscious? Twitch.
He makes a that is a very good question.
Actually,
Isn't that your
I think the answer it is, yes. So I think the answer is in that twitch, right? I'm just like laying there unconscious and I twitch and the arrow falls out.
There you go. Yeah, he moves while he's unconscious and then it comes out, or the old lady pulls it out. Whatever.
Or it's magic, you know.
Yeah. Yes, it's magic. Yeah. That's his wife.
I can control other unconscious people, why not myself?
Yeah, his wife is in chat questioning how he's going to pull this off. So he gets a save, Aaron. Jeez. Hey, is there anybody else in chat who wants to pipe up? I see there are 6 people in chat, and only one of them is me or Aaron. So if you're in chat, say hi. Let us say hi to you. Unless, of course, you want to be secretive and anonymous, in which case we respect. Jeff? Jeff, you fetcher. That's
You said to say hi.
Hi, Jeff. How you doing?
Okay, Smart Alex, is it my turn?
Yes, it is, Lachlan.
Okay, how's the kid looking?
The kid, really pimply.
No, the fop.
The fop, the blood has drained out of his face, and he looks like he's in an absolute panic. And he's like, "Daddy, there's dirt in my eyes."
All right. Well, with a minor action, I want to. With a minor action, I want to use.
You want to use people?
I want to do a lot. I want 3 minor actions.
Well, desafortunadamente, I do not see that.
You can do that.
Do you want to inspire more of the crowd to come in and help us? Because I would be okay with that.
You don't need to move or take a standard.
I kind of do. Let's see. Hey, those two red caps. So the 2 red caps on the
Western or the Eastern?
the western side. They went for Gizik.
Yep, they shot at Gizik because Morokhan was behind the tree.
Okay, well, I'm still invisible to the fop till the end of my next turn, so I think I'm going to move.
Okay.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to take the run action to get to Gizik.
Okay.
So I'm going to be in square A14.
Okay. All right, you've got cover from 2 of the red caps. They can't really see you behind the tree.
And then with my move action, I'm going to use Spirit of Sacrifice to allow Gizik to spend a surge. And I was reading recently, just last week, that when you get healing when you're below 0, you start at 0 and work up. So if
you
you're
don't
healing,
have to subtract the negatives.
you don't have to subtract the negative.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think you made that up, and I'm going to challenge. No.
I will find the page number, sucker.
I demand a ruling here. I believe you, kind of, a little bit, maybe. Okay. Third, congratulations, Jeffrey. How many hit points are you up to?
7. If I
Way
get
to
to
go.
start
Healing
from
surge
0.
is only 7?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Get some
Wow.
Constitution, dude.
It's a fourth of my total.
That's mean. Get some Constitution, man.
I have some.
And then I will use. Does the old man come with me?
Yeah. Well, he's not.
Right.
He's coming with you.
All right. I don't like being down 25 points, so I'm going to use Majestic Word on myself, and spend a surge. So that's my minor
All right.
or standard, whatever. I've used 3 actions, so. And when I do that, I get to slide 2. So I'm going to slide to square C14.
Okay. You slide yourself to square C14.
I do a little happy dance over to square C14.
Okay.
To C14?
Yes. All right, Lachlan, you still have an action point if you would like to use it. Not that you have to.
Where's the shovel guy?
The shovel guy is up there. Well, no, the shovel guy is with Lachlan.
So D14?
Yep.
Okay.
So is the red cap by Morokhan, is that red cap still alive
He's full health, I believe.
He hasn't been touched yet.
at B10?
Yep, he has not been touched.
All right. Then I am going to.
Unlike Andrew.
I'm going to use an action point, and I'm going to use blunder on that red cap. What's his will?
His will is, I believe, 15. Yep, it's 15.
Okay, that's an 18. So he's going to take some damage. Let's see. He'll take 9 points of damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to slide him to square C13 next to me.
Okay.
But as he slides, he's sitting there being puppeted around Moroccan, and Moroccan gets a free melee basic attack with a +3 bonus.
All right, Moroccan. He provokes an attack of opportunity from you with a +3 bonus.
All right.
So feel free to whack him. And if you do whack him, Moroccan, you have the teenage boy, right?
Oh, I do.
Yeah, if you do whack him, he blunders over and falls down in that square.
So do I automatically hit, or do I need to roll for that still?
No, it's a melee basic attack that he's granting you. If you hit, what does he get? +3 damage?
+3 to attack.
Oh, +3 to attack. Yeah, so your attack bonus is now +3 higher. Get him.
Okay.
Ho, ho, ho. Yeah, get him. Send it.
What do I need to hit?
You might want his AC. His AC is 19.
Okay, so 16. So just okay. Well, that's a solid hit.
All right, kapow.
And then just melee basic.
Yep.
All right. Well, can I use Stone Fist with a melee basic?
Have you already used it this round?
This round? It's just a free action.
Can you use Stone Fist more than once per round?
No.
Yeah.
But this is a new round. He just won't be able to use it on his turn. You won't be able to use it on your turn. But
okay.
You can use it if you want to, Ben.
I'll save it. I don't want to use it on a melee basic.
Okay, keep in mind though, you might not hit on your next turn. It's just something to consider.
No. Good point.
But don't let me influence you. What do I know? I'm just the DM.
Yeah, I'm going to use Stone Fist for this.
I like that choice. But it's your choice, not mine, Ben.
So do I.
All right. So how about a 7?
7 total, or you rolled a 7?
Oh no, that's a 7 total.
Wait, including Stone Fist? That's impossible.
Well, when I roll a 1.
Yes, but you didn't add your melee damage bonus.
Oh gosh. Okay, so it's a 10 then.
Okay, all right. No, it's an 11. Your melee damage bonus is +4, right?
I am looking at the wrong thing. Yes, it is a +4.
All right. So 11 points of damage. And, well, I blame Jeff. It's okay. It's not worried about it. All right. So, Lachlan, what does it look like when you send him whizzing past Moroccan? What do you make him do?
I just reach out with my one good arm and go yanking with like spinning him, like, so he just looks like a little top spinning right past him, and he just smacks him upside the head, and then I guess the kid comes with the branch and trips him, and it's like this thing's getting pinballed.
Yeah. And Moroccan, as he goes like, twirling past you like a top, where do you hit him? What does it look like?
Well, I'm going to turn around and cheer at Lachlan and be like, yeah, and then backhand the guy.
All right. Oh, you backhanded him. You said, "Where's my money?" Okay. So you go back and you manage to just solidly connect with your fist. You back fist him, and then the kid goes running up behind him and sweeps the leg, Johnny. And the kid hits him with the club on the knees, and the red cap goes boom and drops face down in front of you, Lachlan.
And I rolled an 18 on my save, so I'm no longer pinned.
Okay.
Nice.
Congratulations, Lachlan. I'm glad that you're not pinned. You are pinned down though with all of the shots that are being fired at you, but you're not pinned. That's a good thing. Okay. Alrighty, that would be the Lachlan's turn. Morocon, it's your actual turn now.
All right. And I'm going to spend my minor action this time doing something that I have heretofore forgotten to do. And I am going to assume my Fighting Fury stance.
Ooh, mean.
Which gives all of my melee attacks a +3 to damage.
Okay. For the rest of the encounter, right?
Correct.
Okay, so you might want to write a note for yourself next to your damage bonus, +3, just to help you remember.
Right.
If you want. Okay.
Right. That's where my +3 from the melee basic came from. So
okay, this is gonna hurt. Okay. All right.
All right. So now with that, I'm going to Brand of the Sun on this red cap.
Okay.
What is his AC?
His AC is 19. He's a
19.
slippery little sucker.
Good golly. Okay.
You're gonna have to move to get to him first, though. Remember, Lachlan's thinking.
Do I still get the attack bonus from Lachlan's?
No.
That was just for that. It was just for the free attack.
Okay, awesome. All right. Well, I need a 19, so I roll a 7.
Are you going for the red cap?
Yes, he is.
So he can just go into square C12 and then we're flanking.
Yeah, well, he's going to have combat advantage anyway because
he's prone.
The red cap is prone. So, Ben, you actually, in addition to your cleric attack bonus, you also get a +2. So your total attack bonus is what?
Oh, my total attack bonus. Okay. So, yeah, that is 19 with a total attack bonus.
All right, that's a hit, my friend.
Ooh, that's lucky because I was about to miss on a guy that's prone.
But you need to move first, my friend, because he is now away from you.
I'm sorry. So, yeah, I will move that square.
You're going to move into 12C to be flanking?
I am.
All right, the teenage boy moves just one square above you into 12D.
Okay.
And he tells you, good hit!
I'll pat him on the shoulder.
Yeah,
Watch and learn, son.
You are fighting with that guy from The Simpsons. Like the only teenager in Springville. You're fighting with him right now, but he's quite a bit stockier.
All right. And, oh, yes. So, plus my damage bonus, it is going to be a 12.
Okay. Oh, he does not look like he can take one more hit of that caliber.
And Brand of the Sun, both Gizik and Lachlan get to make a saving throw.
Ooh. Do either one of you need to make a saving throw?
I'm still pinned.
Oh, go for it, Giz.
13.
Very well maneuvered, Benjamin. Excellent.
I can move now. Or whatever the pinning was preventing me from doing.
Okay. Yes. Well, one of your arms was still pinned to your side, and you were immobilized. That's why it's called tricky shot. Who knows what it was?
Well, he's still dead and laying on the ground. He's not pinned anymore.
He's not. Well, he's not dead. Lachlan healed him. He's perfect.
Oh, that's right. He's got 7.
He's laying on the ground, though. Yeah. I'm still prone.
All right.
Lachlan, do you still have an arm that's pinned down?
Nope.
Oh, you saved. Okay.
All right, so when you use Brand of the Sun, what does that look like? It does radiant damage, right?
It sure does. So I am going to say a silent prayer to Himina, lift my clawed hand up to the sky, gather a little bit of sunlight, and thrust it into this dude.
Okay, so it burns the red cap, who's like, eh, eh! And you notice something else happens when you hit him with your clerical power. He seems like he is
penitent.
Well, no, there's less of that than you'd think. Oh. No, he seems like he is suffering more damage from your holy powers than he is from your regular attacks. So just something to keep in mind.
Oh yeah.
So there you go. Okay, he really does not like your holy power. He squeals and screams and squirms in place on the floor, and you hit. And so the teenage boy, he's starting to get up, and the teenage boy knocks his legs out from under him. He's like, "No, you don't!" And he falls down. More so, if you can be more falling down. Okay, very good. All right, Moral Khan, you still have a minor action, my friend.
No, the assuming Fighting Fury was my minor action.
Okay, there we go. All right, so that's your minor move in your standard, unless you're using your action point.
Not yet.
All right, that is Moral Khan's turn. And now it is the Red Cap's turn. Oh my gosh, he's on the floor. This is just really bad for him. What does he want to do? Okay. Oh, dear. Well, the first thing he does is get up because he's kind of panicking. And Moral Khan, he is going to use his clinging bite on you because he would like to crawl onto your back. Moral Khan, what is your AC?
My AC is 16.
And that 5 that he rolled is not going to be enough. So Moral Khan, he gets up, bares his fangs, and he goes, like, tries to jump onto your leg, like full body jump onto the leg, and you go, bam! You just knock him down into the floor again. He's not prone, but he's like, did anybody get the number of that license plate on that tractor? So no longer prone, but he has certainly used that. And he is, goodness gracious, he didn't hit you, so he can't use his bloody regeneration, which is just bad. Okay. All right, so I'll tell you what he is going to do, Moral Khan. And Lachlan, you unfortunately, and Gizik are also going to be affected by this too. He is going to use his bloody disadvantage power. All right, so here's what happens. Moral Khan, you slam your fist into him, you burn him, and blood squirts, and he grabs some of his blood, and he flings it like at you and at the kid and all around him, and a red cloud just kind of rises up, and it looks magical because he's not flinging enough blood to really fill the area that he's covered. So
gross.
That is what he does. Anyway. So, Moral Khan, the target who wounded the Red Cap is blinded by blood and makes attacks at greater disadvantage until you save. And it's just him. It will not be Lachlan or Gizik. So, Moral Khan, he squirts his own blood in a big old cloud into your face, and you are blinded and make attacks at greater disadvantage and at a -5 until you save. Yeah, it's a bad way to be, dude. Bad way to be. So, that would be his turn. Now, there are 4 Red Caps who are firing shots, and yeah, they're looking. That's kind of ugly. So the 2 can't really get a good shot. So only 7 and 8 on the east side are going to be able to shoot at you guys. So Gizik and Lachlan, they're going to take shots at you. Lachlan, what's your AC? You're muted.
It's 18.
It's 18. Okay. So
sorry, I'm coughing a little bit, so I don't want to.
All right. Unfortunately, Lachlan, you get hit, but it does not do a lot of damage. It only does 4 points of damage. You get hit with a crossbow bolt. And Gizzy Wizik, what is your AC?
17.
And that is a miss with a 3, Gizik. So 2 crossbow bolts go firing at you. One of them hits Lachlan. It hits you in the ankle. Or in the calf, and it sticks in, but it falls out. He hits you, but not quite much. And Gizik, the other one, fires into the tree. You guys have way too much cover from 5 and 6, so they ready in action and load their crossbows and wait until they can see someone. So by all means, charge them into battle.
Is that window on the ground floor, or are they like a floor up?
Oh, no, that's on the ground floor.
Okay.
They're leaning over the windowsill, like firing out their crossbows.
That is good to know.
All right, those are the Red Caps. Back on the top. Gizik, it's your turn, my friend.
Well, I'm going to move up next to Lachlan.
Okay.
Actually, I can't. I'm going to stand up.
Okay, good plan.
Because I have to use my move action to stand. I'll try and bewitch that red cap. That's oh, wait.
The one that's sandwiched between Lachlan and Morrigan, and the teenage
he
boy.
just got bloodied, right? That's what just happened to him.
Yep. He's more than bloodied at this point.
Well, I will try to bewitch him.
Hence the cloud of blood.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a 20 versus Will, I believe. Yeah,
Okay,
20
he falls
versus
under your
Will.
power. Which effect do you choose?
Vulnerable 2.
All right.
And then I don't know if I can do anything to him. I've already used my move action, and he's too close for me to charge and too far away for me to attack without charging.
It is a sticky wicket. You could cast Sap the Soul.
Could, but that's a burst 1, so...
It is. It is a burst 1 attack.
So that would do some damage to either
Yeah, don't you
Marocon
dare.
or Lachlan. Not
Well-
much damage. And it would give me temporary HP. It would be like you healing me, basically.
No, it would be like you hurting.
I really do. I guess that it depends entirely on your perspective, what it would be like.
I'm just borrowing your health. Come on.
Yeah.
All right.
I already used Spirit of Sacrifice. Thank you very much. That was my surge you used.
Oh, was it?
Yes, it was.
Okay. In that case, I don't think I'm going to do anything. I've used a move and a minor, and standard just doesn't really make sense right now.
Well,
Are you
could
still hurt?
use your. Yeah, he's still hurt. You could use.
I'll use
your
second wind. I'll use second
Okay.
wind.
Okay.
That's just a surge, right? There's no bonus to that?
Well, no, you
You
get a +2 to all your defenses until the end of your next turn.
Right, but as far as hit points, it's
Just a surge.
value.
Yes.
All right.
Unless you have some kind of a magic item or something along those lines that would boost
I
your
don't think
surge
so.
value.
That still
Yeah, I
takes
don't
me up
think so
to
either.
just under half health, though.
Okay.
Okay. That's it then. Second wind.
All right, you still have an action point. You gonna use it? Or you good?
I'm good.
Okay. All right, that's the Gizik's turn. Lachlan, it's your turn again, my friend.
Okay, can you tell me where those red caps are shooting from? Which squares they're in?
You mean again? Can I tell you again?
Well, yeah. Did they
just-
move?
No,
Or are they're
they
still
are.
They've never moved.
They are
Oh.
right on the other side of both squares in front of that window on line O. There's 5 and 6 on the left and 7 and 8 on the right.
Okay, so they're inside the house.
They're in the house. Yeah, they ain't coming outside. Catch them outside. No, you won't. They're perfectly fine to let the little goblin fey creatures do the dirty work while they fire away.
Which tells me they're wearing some pretty light armor.
It tells
Or-
me I wish I knew how to throw a fireball.
Yeah, you're not exactly a striker or a controller, my friend.
Sadly, none of us rolled a wizard character, so
No.
What did the fop do on his turn?
Not so far. He
Is that like an innie?
he screamed for his daddy. He wiped dirt out of his eyes, and that was pretty. He
trying to
doesn't
clean himself off.
he doesn't really look all that interested in getting into melee with you guys.
Oh man.
You want to hurry and off this red cap in front of us?
Yes, Lachlan, what would you like to do? Would you like to attack that red cap who looks like if somebody pees on him, he's going to die? Or, I mean, you could go septic. It could be bad. Or...
Is he prone?
Is he prone?
Yes.
Yeah,
No,
he's prone.
not. No, he's not. He stood
no,
up.
because he just had his turn. If
Right.
anybody hits him, he's going to be prone because the teenage boy is standing over him with his club.
Okay, let's staggering note him
Okay.
Oh wait, I'm right next to him though, aren't I?
You
Right.
are. Yeah.
Then I'll just whack him. What's
You're
his
gonna
AC?
whack him? Okay, his AC is 19. But you have
19.
combat. You have combat advantage. So
The shoveler gives him an extra attack bonus, doesn't he?
More than enough. I rolled a 16, so I've
if
got
Lachlan hits, then he's going. Well, I mean, the Undertaker's right here, I guess.
that's a 14 radiant damage.
Okay, you kill him. What does it look like?
It's just a thrust, not even a slash, just a thrust, and he's like goes all the way through, and then kind of jerks back and like hurries and shakes him off the end of the sword. Kind of grossed out, like
Okay.
didn't seem to go all the way through.
Okay, so is this one of your paladin powers that you attack
Yeah.
with? Okay,
Yeah, virtuous strike.
so you stab your sword into this red-capped little fey creature, and he goes, "Ugh!" and he squeals, and you channel divine power, and it just consumes him, almost like it would a vampire, and burns him to ash. And so you really, literally are just shaking off the remnants of your sword.
All right, and then I want to run to square J15.
Okay.
And try the door.
Okay. He is in square J15.
I thought he was in
I thought he was in
J16.
16.
J16, you're right. Lachlan, the door is open. You can just push it open.
I push it open.
Okay. So Lachlan, you go pushing it open, and now you've pushed it open. Congratulations.
Okay, that's my turn.
Okay. All right. So the door is wide open, and the kid who was not attacked on the previous round, the little fop, you come running up at you, and he takes his sword, and he goes, "Oh!" as you come near him. Like he's absolutely terrified, and probably squeals something out about daddy. So, all right. Now, unfortunately for you, Lachlan, as you ran past, the two red caps' readied actions went off. So, what's your AC, my friend?
Oof.
18.
Okay, one hit and one miss. And that's only 5 points of damage. So, two quarrels, they fire off. You're now out of their range, and that's what happens. Ring-a-ding-ding.
Forgot about that. But
Yeah. Well, it's not like you knew they had ready to. I mean, you didn't really know they were like, but I'm sure Morocon and Gizik would like to thank you for taking this. Thank you, Lachlan, for taking those two ready to action.
So as I run to the door, I'm gonna yell out to the crowd, storm the manor.
Okay. Do you have a? Did you use your minor action on this turn?
No, because I don't have anything to do.
All right, make a diplomacy check, my friend.
That is a 27.
All right, Lachlan, the entire crowd starts moving forward. The whole crowd.
I feel a little like Gaston storming the Beast Castle. Like I should be singing, Da 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 da.
Okay. And right behind you, Lachlan, in the square behind you, is the actually no, he doesn't want to get shot. So he is actually going to be in the square to the left of you, is the man with the beard, the shoveler. Okay. So you say storm the castle, and he goes, "Ah!" and he holds up his shovel in front of him, and they literally do start moving forward, but you can tell that they're still a little timid, as in it may take like you just got shot twice, and Duriel is over in the corner, and who knows what's going on over there. and so they're just a little horrified, and there's blood everywhere. Also, Gizik just got dropped, so they're like, well, we want to storm the castle, but we're still a little nervous. You do, however, get the impression that if they're pushed a little bit more, that they've almost got the courage to just kind of storm the castle.
Okay.
Okay. So that is, my friend, where you find the situation. Alrighty. So that was Lachlan's turn. Morocon, it is your turn, my friend.
So do I need to make a saving throw now that red cap is dead? Or
Yes, you do, unfortunately.
Okay. What do I need?
You need to roll a 10, but that happens at the end of your turn. So what do you do while you're friggin' blinded?
I will make a diplomacy check. I am going to inspire the crowd. First.
I can't see. Be my eyes.
All right. I am going to roll a 13 plus 9, a dirty 20. For
Okay.
the
13 plus 9 is 22.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's such a dirty 20, it adds 2. Okay.
My
Nasty.
apologies. My math is really bad right now.
You nasty 20, you. Okay.
Oh.
Alrighty. Morocon, you feel them begin to push past you. You can't see them, but Dungholes and Baggins says, "Thank God it wasn't an intelligence check." Okay. Poor Ben. Okay. Thanks for tuning in, Dunghole, I guess it's for short. Is that what we call it? Welcome to Twitch, everybody. Okay. All right. Welcome to Twitch and welcome to Holy Rollerz, dude. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, he says that's got a great charm to it. Awesome sauce. Okay, Morocon, you've used your minor action. You can you could use your second wind if you wanted to regain some hit points. Have you been injured?
From the last round, yes. I am going to definitely I'm going to use Healing Word on myself.
Okay.
And I'm going to get that's going to boost me up to 30 hit points.
Did you add the 1d6?
Yeah, that's what I did.
Great.
So yeah, I'm up to 30 now. And I am going to make an athletics check, and is that a tree that's next to okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to make an athletics check. I'm going to try to sprint and dive for cover behind that tree from those red caps.
Okay. You don't have to make an athletics check. You can make your way there quite easily.
I'm trying to go to K12.
Oh, that tree. Okay.
Yeah.
K12. Okay. All right, Morocon, you can go ahead and do that. Let's have you make an athletics check to make sure that you don't run into somebody. Go for it.
All right. Oh, this is not going to end well. So,
For who? For you or the audience? Go ahead. What'd you get there, buddy?
with my athletics bonus, it's 12.
Okay. That's actually just about good enough. What you do is you clip the shoveler on your way in, and he goes spinning around as you shoulder check him. But you do wind up behind that tree.
Okay.
And that would be your turn for the round, Morocon, unless you're using your action point.
Is the
Go ahead and make your save now.
Oh yes. Oh, what do I need?
Roll the 1d20.
What do I need though?
A 10. Just a 10.
Just a 10? Oh,
Yep.
Good. Okay, 11. That works.
Right. So you managed to wipe the blood out of your eyes. You ran into somebody, and you heard somebody go, "Oh!" Like you're not sure. You're not sure who you body checked on the way to behind the tree, but you did.
So as I'm sprinting to the tree, it's going to be something like, sorry.
Nice. Okay. All right. And the crowd moves up. The whole crowd moves up to about the tree line. Gizik, they are in front of you now. And that, okay. So there you go. Morocon. Now it would be the red cap's turn. Let's see. Lachlan, you are no longer there. Moralcon, you are no longer there. Gizik, the only person that those two can see is you.
I thought you said I've
He's
got a whole
behind the
crowd in
crowd.
front of me now.
You do have a whole crowd in front of you.
So let's kill them.
But he's Operation Human Shield.
Go for the common folk.
I mean, I'm probably taller than any of them, but
That is the problem, is that you are quite a bit bigger. But what I will do is I will grant you concealment because you have. So we'll give you a +2 to your AC. So what's your AC with +2?
with a +2, that's 19.
All right. So 1 miss, 2 misses. So twang twang. 2 poor little girls on tricycles. The little girl on the tricycle goes by like, yeah, boom. But you're safe, so that's all that matters, right, Gizik? Yeah. He goes, yeah, that's brutal. Osama bin Gizik. Oh, dude.
Oh my gosh.
We are not.
These are red caps, not Navy SEALs.
Yeah, no, he's talking about you throwing the townspeople to the wolves. So, ladies and gentlemen, we here at Holy Rollerz do not endorse either.
They stepped in front of me. I had no control over it.
Or the abuse of NPCs, even though the abuse of NPCs is a classic Dungeons and Dragons technique.
It's mostly emotional abuse. We give them dumb nicknames and make fun of them.
All right, now the other 2 red caps at the window. What do they want? Yeah, he says. Dunghole says it's a cornerstone of D&D. Okay, Aaron says, wait, why are there little girls in the crowd? Wow, stellar parenting. Hey, mom's at the battlefront, okay?
They're the creepy little girls on the tricycles asking if you want to play, though, right?
Yeah.
She's probably just a halfling. It's probably like a 40-year-old halfling.
Oh, then by all means, try the halfling.
Yes, that makes it better.
Okay.
It just looks like a little girl.
All right.
You're just all racist.
Okay. Lachlan, 5 and 6 are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 and 6 are going to go to 6 goes into square N15, Lachlan. And red cap number 5 goes into square N14. And one of them can see you, and he's going to fire his crossbow at you, and the other one can't. What's your AC, Lachlan?
18.
He got you. You take 2 points of damage. What are you down to?
20.
20. Okay. Well, there you go. Well, in that case, you take 20. No. Okay. Very good. All right. So that is the red cap's turn. They're the ones who are left alive, and that would be it. Now, you are in the room. So for those of you who are joining us at home, this is what the battleground looks like right now. What you see over there in the center, that's a chandelier. And to the left and to the right, you see some furniture. And that's where the red caps are. 2 of them are still at the window, and 2 of them are now in the doorway. So that is the situation. And okay, he says, Dunghole says, healing words won't even begin to touch the emotional scars. Very true. Okay. Moving on. All right, so that was the red cap's turn. Back up top. Gizik, it's your turn, my friend.
All right. Let's see.
It's
I'm just gonna
your
move
turn
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to G15.
Okay.
Try to bewitch number 6.
All right, go for it.
And that is a 16 versus will.
You got him. His will is only
Nice.
15.
In that case, I'm going to... they've got really high AC, don't they? I'm going to give them a penalty to AC.
Okay. All right, you reduce his AC from 17 to 15.
And then I will do Sap the Soul and attack both of those 2.
Okay. Sap the Soul doesn't attack AC, does it?
No, it's Fortitude.
You want to lower their fortitude instead?
No, I want to lower the AC to help everybody else.
Okay. Oh, that's somebody's thinking like a real party member now. That's awesome.
And hopefully their Fortitude's not like 25 or something.
Okay, I would like to point out, I find it endlessly hilarious that you guys just left Anduriel out there next to this giant behemoth perv.
We're occupied.
Sorry.
These red caps are dangerous.
Okay. You know, they have been. I mean, they've been shooting you full of holes.
You describe these ones as the ones that look like...
These are the bandits, not the fey creatures.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, their fortitude is only 14. Gizzit, go for it.
Okay, so on number 5, this should be a 14. And number 6 is a 21.
All right, so miss and a hit, unless you have some way to boost that +1.
I don't think so.
Lachlan, can you do anything to help? Not that you need to. I'm just.
I haven't used Adept's Insight, so I can give you a +1 die 4 +1. So
okay,
more than enough.
All right. So
then they will both take 8 damage.
Okay, and you get some temporary hit points.
I do.
All right. What does that look like as you hurl your magic over Lachlan and the shoveler?
This is I reach out my hand towards them, and then the beam of energy kind of shoots off towards them, grabs on, and then sucks health out of them and comes back and re-enters me.
A little disconcerting to the crowd as you hurl your magical, these red little lariats, towards them, and the red caps are like, ugh! And they both kind of just let out this groan as you suck the vitality out of them.
It's kind of like a taser that sucks the life out of them.
Life-sucking taser. They're
Only
like,
it's all magical energy, yeah.
And they're like, ah! And the people are like, whoa! And now there's like a red sea parting amongst the crowd. Unfortunately, that does not leave you with the opportunity, having used your Bewitch, to inspire the crowd.
Yep.
But Lachlan, now it's your turn. Not that you have to take your minor action. I don't want to pigeonhole the bard. I'm just saying.
Well, before you were mocking us for ignoring Anduriel, I actually was going to yell to the crowd, help the fallen comrade. So, he uses minor action to turn and say, don't forget about our fallen comrade.
Okay.
Save him from that giant out there who is doing something horrible to him.
Okay. All right.
Save him from the butler.
The butler did it. Okay. All right. Go ahead and make a diplomacy check, my friend.
That's a 17 plus 9, 26.
Okay. 26 is more than enough. Okay. Lachlan, they're nervous and they look like they want to. Like, you ever been in a crowd when people are like, I want to go, but are you going to go? I don't know. Are you going first or am I? Like, they're, staggering each other. They look like they're on the verge, like just one more little push might just send them into a frenzy. So just FYI. All right, Lachlan, that's your minor action. Move to standard?
Yeah. I'm going to move to square L15.
Okay.
And then I want to attack the one who's got his AC reduced.
It's number 6.
That's number 6. Okay. I'm assuming you're using a distance attack.
No, aren't I right next to him now?
You're 2 squares away, actually.
Yeah, no, he is in square N15.
N15. Oh, then I want to be in M15. Sorry.
Okay.
I want to be right next to both of them.
Okay. You are.
So I'm going to use. Actually, I'm going to attack and then move. Okay.
All right.
I'm going to attack with Stirring Shout. What's their will?
Their will is only 14, I believe. Let me double check here. No, their will is 15. Their fortitude, or their AC is only 15 also.
Does the shoveler help boost his attack for that?
If Lachlan hits, he will have a -4 to his attacks.
Oh, okay.
Okay, this is so it's a hit. That's a 17.
Okay.
This attack, though, I want it to be on the healthier of the two.
Okay.
Are they the same?
5.
They look like they're about at the same area. They've only been hit once by Gizik's spell, and while it was unnerving, it didn't do a ton of damage.
Okay, then I'll hit the number 6.
Okay.
Excuse me. And this is with Stirring Shout, so it will do. Sorry, I need another die.
It will do another die.
It will do 13 psychic damage.
Ow.
And until the end of the encounter, anybody who hits him is going to regain 4 hit points.
Ooh. All right.
So this is a bard ability, but it still has that touch of the rosiness. He looks at this guy and starts to sing at him, just a strong like, oh, just like right at him. the guy gets it gets in his head, so he's shaking on his head, and his whole body is kind of pulsing with a little rosy energy.
Okay, so you just thoroughly enchant the crap out of this guy, and the other red cap looks at him and he's like, "Snap out of it! What are you doing, you freak?" And that's what he looks at, and that's pretty much what he says.
And then I move to engage, so they're both
okay.
I'm next to both of them.
Alrighty, good plan. You just engage them. All right, that was the Lachlan's turn. Lachlan, have you used your action point?
Yes.
Okay, just checking. Write that down. Action point. Okay, that is the Lachlan. Morocon, it's your turn, my friend. You can see.
Yes, I can. And that moving to cover has kind of negated what I was going to do in the first place. But where is Gizik actually right at this moment? Where is everybody?
Gizik is in square 15E. He's right down that pathway.
G.
Okay.
G, excuse me.
So kind of right next to almost in the fork.
Did you pick up Mother Hubbard over your shoulder and carry her over with you, or?
She is adjacent.
No, I haven't done anything with her. She was running off this direction, though.
Yeah, Mother Hubbard is now adjacent to Gizik again.
Okay. And Shovelman is next to Lachlan still? Okay.
Shovelman's to the left of Lachlan. And Morocon, the teenage boy, is next to you going, "Who are we going to hit next, sir?"
I'll tell the boy, well, our targets have moved, so we're going to move too.
Okay. Lachlan, Dunghole says, "I'm pulsing with rosy, quote unquote, energy after hearing that singing." I don't know how to interpret that, so I'm just going to leave that out there. Okay.
All right. So I am going to move to, let's see where. I'm going to move to N16. N is in Nancy.
Okay. All right. You are right next to Lachlan. And in the square right below you, Morocon, is the teenage boy.
Okay. And I am going to target red cap number 6.
Okay.
And I am going to do
something awful.
Oh, yes. All right. What's his AC?
His AC is only 15 now.
Only 15.
Yep. Gizik has bewitched him, and therefore he has weakened his armor class.
Oh.
So what that looks like? Maybe you made the straps on his armor fall down or something. He's like exposed now.
Okay, well, 26. I'm using Brand of the Sun again.
Okay.
So 26, that is a hit.
Morocon, you haven't used any of your encounters or at wills yet, have you? Or excuse me, your daily?
My dailies, no, I have not.
And have you used any of your encounters in this battle?
I have no. I haven't.
Breath. Use dragon
breath. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I am saving those for something special.
Okay, something special. Come. All right.
Something special.
All right, Brand of the Sun.
All right, so and 12.
All righty, that is 12 points of damage. All right, Morocon, he does not look like he can take that again. You just pound. What does it look like as you pound into him? This does radiant damage, right?
Yes, it does. So yeah, while he's going to look like basically he's going to catch fire. He harnesses the sun into his fist and palm strike hit that sucker right in the face.
All right, you palm strike him in the face and deal this like singeing holy radiant damage, and his clothes catch fire, and he's like, and his face is like sunburned. It's the worst sunburn ever. I mean, he's like, man, he's got where's an aloe vera plant? It's just terrible, and that's what he does. Okay, anything else, Morocon?
I'm going to use a minor action to holler back at the crowd to bolster them.
Okay.
So I roll 14 is the total.
Okay. And that is you're doing a diplomacy check. Tell me what you say.
So yeah, diplomacy check. I'm telling him. So let's see. Townspeople of Winter Run, your city has been overrun by these red caps. Are you going to let them continue to terrorize this city, or are you going to take it back from them?
Okay. You say, are you going to let them terrorize the city? And somebody shouts out, well, I sure the hell am. I can't do what you can do. And that kind of demoralizes a few people. So unfortunately, your 14 it wasn't enough to stir them into action. And the crowd just kind of like, they're like, oh, we were excited. But so unfortunately, the crowd's a little deflated from that experience. But
Gizzard, target that buzzkill now.
Okay, very good. All right, Morocon, have you used your action point?
Not yet.
Do you want to take another attack, or are you going to hold on to it?
I'm going to hold on to it for one more round, I think.
Okay. That is your call. All right, that's the Moralcon's turn. All right, now it is the Red Cap's turn. They are a little bit disconcerted, what with all the whacking of the Dragonborn and the screaming. You do 4 more points of damage because of Lachlan's stirring shout.
Oh, no, he doesn't do that as damage. He does that, takes that as healing. You heal 4 points of damage.
All right, so Morocon heals 4 hit points.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So I'm up to 34 now.
All right. Good. You're going to need those hit points.
I don't like it when you say things like that.
I know. I'm a bad boy.
You're a bad man.
Yeah. Well, they've all used Tricky Shot already. So I think what they're going to do is use Clever Sap. Number 6 is going to use Clever Sap on... and you hit him, Morocon, which means the teenage boy knocks number 6 prone.
Oh, yeah. That is correct.
You slam into him with your blazing sun fist, and the teenage boy, like, pounds on his feet with the club, like, wham, wham, until he just kind of rolls over backwards, like, get off me, you stupid kid. And so he will get up, his move action, and he's going to use Clever Sap on you. Morocon, what is your AC?
16.
He'll have a -2 to that, and he'll take damage because he's marked. He's in my aura.
All right, how much damage does he take?
He takes 7 points of radiant damage.
Very nice.
All right.
Yeah.
He is pissed enough at the Dragonborn that he wants... Well, and he probably perceives Morocon as this great, big, looming melee threat also.
Because I am.
So he's going to take that, unfortunately, Lachlan. He doesn't realize just how badly that's going to affect him. So as he goes to attack Morocon, what does it look like?
Lachlan just holds his sword like this, and he just kind of flourishes it, and light jumps off of that same rosy light jumps off of him, off of the sword right into the red cap.
Okay, so you're wielding your sword. He turns to Moralcon, and your sword just and shocks him with this red psychic energy. Yes, or radiant.
It's radiant.
Oh boy, he's taking radiant damage up, left, and around the corner.
Yep.
But he is going to attack anyway. Oh. I don't want to tell you what I just rolled.
You don't have to.
I do. All right, backing it up. He did back it up. I am rolling the 1d6. And I only rolled a 2. So lucky for you, it is only a crit. But it is 14 points of damage, Moralcon. He clubs you upside the head. And you are dazed, my friend, which means that you only have one standard action on your next turn.
Do I still get a minor?
Nope. You only have a standard action when you're dazed. That's all you get.
Okay.
And he slides you 3 squares. And let's see. How far can he get you over? Yep. Moralcon, he slides you over to square 018, and that allows number 7 to make a melee basic attack against you.
Isn't 7 in 20-0?
He is in 20-0, and you are now in 19-0.
Oh, I thought you said I was in 18-0.
I lied. He moved you over. And Moralcon, he hits you and does 11 points of damage. What are you down to?
9.
Okay. So Moralcon, he what he does is he bashes you upside the head with his club, and you're momentarily stunned. He knows just where to hit you, and then he pulls your tail, and he yanks and then sends you off balance, and he boots you in the chest as hard as he can, and you go stumbling backwards, and the other one clubs you in the back with his mace. And generally it's a bad situation there. Lachlan, number 5 is going to go for you because he doesn't like you. He is also going to hit you with Clever Sap. What is your AC?
My AC is 18.
Okay, swing and a miss. Now, number 7 and number 8 still have not taken their turn. And what do they want to do? All right. Moralcon, number 7 is going to make a melee attack on you. He's going to try to take you out. And he misses with a 4. Whew. Swing and a miss. However, number 8 is really not enjoying himself. He is going to use the running attack option. All right. Moralcon, number 8 runs around the chair, runs past you into square 018. So he is now flanking you and uses the running attack. What is your AC?
Do I have any...
Never mind. He rolled a 2. So
Thank you.
He uses the running attack, and he comes around, and he's like, I'll take him out. And he goes running around with his mace, comes up, and he swings at you, and you grab the top of his mace with your claw, and he goes, give it back! And he pulls back on it, and gets a little panicked look in his eye. And that is it. And that would be the red cap's turn. Backward to the top. Gizik, it's your turn, my friend.
All right. I'll tell Hubbard to come with me, and I will move in next to Lachlan. So that would be M16.
All right.
And then I will swipe with my Dreadful Claw. Try and attack number 6.
All right. Mother Hubbard goes into the square above you.
So that's a 21 versus reflex.
Okay, just FYI, Gizik, I don't know if you want to use Dreadful Claw. He looks like he is about to pass out. He looks like just one small hit would drop him. You're welcome to use Dreadful Claw. I'm just letting you know. If somebody pees on him,
I can switch it to Hag's Hunger. That's an at-will.
Okay, it's probably wiser. You would easily be able to discern that you don't need quite that big a spell.
All right, so the first one is a 21 versus
hit
AC, and I guess he's got a penalty, and the next one will be a 17 versus AC, I think.
Okay, and that is also a hit. And you take him out. So what does it look like as you take down number 6?
I just go into a little bit of a frenzy and start just swiping like crazy at him and ripping pieces off.
Okay. Once again, the crowd is like, ugh!
It kind of disintegrates underneath me.
All right, that is your move, and that is your attack. Did you use your minor?
No, but now would be a good time to try and bewitch number 5.
Go for it. His will is only 15.
Yeah, natural 1.
Okay, that is not going to swing the day. Gizik, have you used your action point?
I have not.
You want to?
No, I'm not really close enough to attack very well, and I'm too close to charge, so
okay.
I will save that action point for another time.
All right, Lachlan, it's your turn.
Gizik, did you heal hit points when you finished that guy off?
No, I didn't.
You heal 4 hit points, Gizik.
There you go.
Thank you, Lachlan. Thank you for reminding me.
I am no longer bloodied.
Yeah. Once again, 4th edition is a demon to monitor all of the effects and statuses, but for us, that's what makes it fun.
I still like to avoid powers with lots of effects and statuses when I'm picking my powers.
Yeah. Well, for some of us, that makes it fun.
There's enough to track without maximizing the amount of things you have to track.
True.
Okay. Is radiant damage seeming to hurt these guys more or the same?
Does not seem to be bothering them like it was bothering the little Fey redcaps.
Okay. I am going to shift into square N15.
Okay.
And then I am going to use Staggering Note on the red cap closest. Yes. I don't have them numbered. Sorry, the one that moved to flank Moroccan.
Yep. Okay. Is that a close burst?
It is a ranged attack, but my expertise feat makes it so I don't provoke attacks of opportunity.
Oh, fabulous. Okay, lovely. All right, so you're going to use what power? Staggering Note?
Staggering Note. So
okay, you realize that Moroccan is dazed and he can't take opportunity attacks. Yes.
Well, this isn't. It's not an immediate action. It's a free action. Can you do it?
Yeah, he can take free actions. Okay. I don't think there's anything under the dazed condition that says you can't take free actions.
Okay, so what's the guy's will?
His will is 15.
15. That's a 19. So he'll take 5 points of thunder damage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna push him to square Q20. And on his way out, Moroccan gets a free melee basic attack. No bonus to it, just a free attack.
All right, whack him, Moroccan.
Okay.
Did you just push him through the chair?
It's just like it's automatically a hit, just melee basic, yes?
Melee basic.
Yep. Okay. So roll the attack.
Ooh. So.
Is ooh good?
That would be a 14.
Okay. That unfortunately is not a hit. His AC is 17. So swing and a miss, unfortunately.
Oh, that was for the damage. I need to roll to hit.
Yeah, you do it. You need to hit on a melee basic attack.
Okay. Well, yeah. No, I thought it was just a free attack. Like I thought I just automatically got it.
Oh, you thought he was just giving you free damage? Like,
yes.
No, this isn't Damage Palooza, my friend. You still got to swing. Okay.
Well, that's not cool.
Well, you can keep your 14 points of damage if you hit.
Okay. Well, what if I roll a 19 then?
Did you?
I did.
Then you hit. All right. So
Okay.
14 points of damage to number 8. Oh, he just wants to be your special friend now, Lachlan. So, Lachlan, you bang your sword into the ground and use that tuning fork application, and it vibrates and ripples through the air, and he goes flying backward. And Morokhan, as he goes flying past you, what do you do?
Well, I'm still dazed, right?
Yep.
Okay, so as he's flying past me, I'll hear that tuning fork, and I'll turn around and be like, "What?"
Okay. Who went flying past me, Shaggy? Okay. All right. So Morokhan, what? Boom! The guy's like, "Oh!" And you clothesline him. His hat flies off.
Yeah, knock that red cap right off him.
Yeah, his red cap goes flying off. Yeah, it's ugly. Okay, very nice. Lachlan, anything else you'd like to do?
No, I think I'm spent.
Did you use your minor action?
No.
Nope, you didn't. So
I
you
don't.
You don't want to use your minor action to try to influence the crowd?
Oh, are they still close enough that I can yell?
Yeah, remember they came up to the first tree line and then
that's
Morokhan deflated them and said,
Yeah.
they just weren't buying it.
He says, "We're so close to triumphing. Another one has fallen. Come on, brothers and sisters." That's 25.
Okay. So you say that, and one of the guys starts going, do, ch, do, ch. Another one bites the dust. And then they shout out, that just kind of tips them all over the edge. They shout out, "Let's get them!" And then the entire mob floods the courtyard. They that giant butler guy who's like luring over Anduriel, he looks up and he's like, "What?" And he just gets drowned in a sea of people. And they start flooding into they're all around you now. There are people everywhere. You can move into whatever square you would like to, but from the rest of the encounter, the party has a +5 to damage on all attacks as the townspeople assist you. In addition to the little helpers that you have.
Oh yeah.
Okay, they just go crazy. There are people like, "Ah!" The little kids are like, "Ah!" The little girl on the tricycle is like, "Do-do-do-do-do-do." I mean, it's just chaos.
He's now a witch?
Yeah. a dwarf comes by on an ostrich with a croquet mallet. I mean, it's the townspeople completely revolt. And that is what happens. So, all right. That would be the Lachlan's turn, and now it is Morokhan. It's your turn, my moral friend.
All right.
You only have one run action.
I only have one action?
Yep, you got one thing that you can do. You have one standard action, which you use to attack or move or light up like a Christmas tree or heal or...
Well, what I intend on doing is I would like to heal myself.
Oh, you would? With what?
Well, I can only heal myself with one thing, so I'm going to use Healing Word.
Except you've already used that, my friend.
Have you used Second Wind yet?
Yeah, you just used your second wind. That gives you a +2 to defenses, too.
Okay. Where's my second wind? I don't even have that on my sheet.
You've already used your second wind, Morokhan.
No, he used Healing Word instead of second wind, didn't he?
Yeah, I used Healing Word.
I thought he used second wind when he was blinded behind the tree.
He was going to, but he used Healing Word instead.
Right.
All right, go for it.
Because Healing Word is a minor action.
Okay, go for it, Morokhan.
Okay.
You get to add your surge value, and you have a +2 to your defenses till the end of your next turn.
Okay. All right. So +2 to all defenses?
Yep, +2 to all your defenses till the end of your next turn.
Okay. That's a nice. So nice.
Okay, go ahead and make your save now, Morocon. Roll the 1d20 and let's see if you're still dazed.
All right. 17?
There you go. You are no longer dazed. Congratulations. Okay, that was the Moralcon's turn. Now it is the Red Cap's turn. They are... Ooh, they're not looking too happy here. All right, so... Oh, goodness gracious. What are they going to do? All right, the Red Caps run. They bolt into the house. They all take multiple attacks of opportunity, but that is where I think we will leave it for the evening. So what ends up happening is on their turn, they see this mob just flood into the Machant estate, and they all go running past. The fop, who's still on the outside as they were running by, goes, "Oh, Daddy!" And he just kind of curls up against the side of the estate as they go running past him, hoping not to get hit. The little girl on the tricycle comes by and she bats him with a stick. I mean, it's just
Did she
generally
ride the tricycle into the house?
She rides the tricycle into the fop.
Okay.
So, yeah, she rides the tricycle right into the fop. And the rest of them charge in, and the Red Caps, they flee into the house. But by now, the mob is just pursuing them. And for this evening, that is where we will leave it. The resolution of which we will return to when we start next week. When we start next week with Scarlet Moth, who will be guest starring. So, congratulations on retaking the Machant estate, ladies and gentlemen, and driving out a host and horde of Red Cap. You guys took down, let's see, you took down 4 Fey Red Cap, and you took down 4 Bandit Red Caps, which is so 8 total, and you highly intimidated a fop. So congratulations on that endeavor, and good luck to the Red Caps. We'll see what happens to them, and see if they survive running through the mansion from this mob of townspeople.
And a round of applause for Anduriel for distracting the giant.
Yes.
Precisely the reason why I didn't go after it.
And thank you, Anduriel, for occupying the giant's turn. We appreciate that. Okay.
We're not sure what happened, but...
We're really not. We were too occupied by the fight. Anduriel might wake up with having lost some of his possessions. However, we'll see what happens there too, since that guy got overrun. Alrighty, very good. Moving on. We have Consider This tonight, and Ben, as our newest cast member, has Consider This tonight, and we will turn the time over to him.
Okay, well, for this week's Consider This, I've had this is going to be probably a difficult one to get through, but I kind of wanted to bring it up anyway, and that's kind of the idea that, you know, life isn't fair, but I think it was never meant to be fair. One of the reasons why I love Dungeons and Dragons so much is because there's some things that you just cannot control. Hence the reason why we get to roll the die every time. And the die isn't always fair, but the trick is in life, just like with D&D, is the role playing. What you can control is how you react to the dice roll. So you're not always going to roll a crit in that job interview. You're not always going to roll high when you are going for something that you really want. But you can't really control that. What you can control is what happens after. What you can control is how you react to those situations. And sometimes other people are rolling the dice for you, and sometimes they are rolling the dice against you. And so that's kind of my thought with this, with consider this, is to really understand what you can and cannot control and try your best to just make the best of it.
I love that, because you might be rolling the die, but the longer you live and the better you get, you change the modifiers that you add to it. But even then, you still can roll a 1. So
Precisely.
I like that. And I think what you do when you do roll a 1, I think you're 100% right. Everybody's going to roll a 1 in life. And what you do when that happens is, I mean, it determines the kind of person that you want to become. And, when you roll a 1, you can talk about the 1 incessantly. And it's so hard not to. It is so hard not to throw a pity party for yourself when you roll a 1 in life. But it's been my observation that the longer I spend whining about my 1, the slower I move past it. I don't know. That's just my thought. Anybody else want to add anything?
Just made me think of the Kenny Rogers song about the one where you got to know when to hold him, know when to fold him. Yeah, it's sometimes you just got to fold and take the losing hand and wait for the next deal. It's actually one of the lessons that, at least at my school, we try to teach kids, that everybody doesn't win. Everybody doesn't get the trophy, and that's okay. It doesn't diminish us when someone else wins. It just gives us a little push to do a little better next time, and push, press forward.
Yeah.
Sometimes we just have to stay positive and look for the next opportunity.
Yep, I agree. And I would add one more thought to that. Most of you know who watch the show that we are people of faith. Rolling a 1 does not mean that God does not love you. It's hard when you can't feel the positive effect of his love, but sometimes his love comes in terrible disguises, just like blessings. But that's something that I try to hold on to. Just because I'm rolling a 1 right now does not mean that God does not love me, and that there's not something better right around the corner. I think that's an important thing to believe. It keeps you moving forward. So good thoughts. Thank you, Ben.
Yeah.
Anything
I'd like
else?
to add one last thing, that it's just because you rolled that 1 on your turn, more often than not, it's going to be your turn again to roll. And you're going to have, just from the experience of what you've done before, you're going to add those dice modifiers for when it is your turn again. So even if you do roll a 1 again, it's not truly going to be a 1, because you knew what happened last time.
And maybe you get a fortune reroll, or maybe you have a roll that replaces it. Yeah. Okay. But this metaphor is totally out of control now. Okay. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate everybody who tuned in live. If you haven't subscribed to Sage of Sorcery Productions on YouTube yet, do it. We're only 7 subscribers away from being able to do our first giveaway, which we really want to do. And tune in next time on Monday at 8:30 when we have Scarlet Moth guest star, which will be a whole lot of fun. So until then, thanks for joining in. There are more of us than there are of them. Have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Thanks, guys.